Welcome back to another episode of the DPCast. I am Paul.
I'm Dan. That's Dan, by the way.
I just want to say, is that I'm Dan or is that just Dan? It sounded like a sheep as if he just had just a fist up his ass.
Yeah. Dan. Dan. I thought it would come out more clearly than that, but I was thinking, no, it didn't. It didn't work, Dan. Fake. So, yes, I'm Dan.
That's the most randomest entrance I think you're ever going to hear in this podcast.
Yeah.
And guys, this is episode 7?
I think so.
Or was it 6?
7.
I think 7.
7, yes.
Yeah.
7.
God, we don't even know what it says. It's been one of them weekends.
Oh, yeah.
And further ado, guys, I think it's, you know what time it is.
What's new with you?
So, Dan, what's new with you?
What's new with me? You know what's new with me. I've had a weekend of wrestling in my life.
Oh, same here, boy. Same here. We both have.
Yes.
We have mentally abused our bodies.
Yeah.
Watching, what is it? Wait a minute, let me work out the grand total of this in my head now. Fuck a duck. We need to watch about 23 to 24 hours of wrestling over this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Damn. And I think I'm feeling like Jabba the Hutt. You know, with a few extra chins. You know, it's like Jabba the Hutt ate the Michelin Man, and I'm just like doing this podcast now. I can feel my shirt, the buttons on my shirt stretching. You know, I've eaten so much shit over the weekend.
Well, get this noise in, right? Literally, me and you have basically eaten everything that's been put under our noses.
Oh,
I mean, genuinely,
you kept bringing me food, and I kept eating it. I was like, do you want anything from the kitchen? Like, Paul, you bring me something, I'll probably eat whatever it
is. Well, literally, we started off, what was it, Friday with the KFC, Saturday with the chicken curry, and we ended out Sunday for WrestleMania itself, and we ended up with like a sort of, you ended up with pizza, I ended up with like chips and cheese.
Yeah.
And like, that's without the shit between it.
Yeah, I had a massive 16-inch pizza. I think I'm not doing that again next year because I didn't finish the pizza. I think I had 2 slices left. And it stopped me from eating some of the junk food. That you had a flipping buffet going on there, and I was looking at the Pringles and stuff. I was like, oh, I want it, but I'm so full. And I was like nibbling away at the prawn cocktail Pringles every now and again. It was like, no, I'm too full. The bread just keeps expanding.
You know the crazy part is, I lost weight over this weekend.
How the fuck did you manage that?
I don't even know. Genuinely, literally, I shoved on one of my jackets that's normally tighter than a virgin's pussy. Yeah. I'm genuinely there, shoved it on, and I was like, motherfucker, this thing actually fits me like a glove now. Genuinely, this thing fits me nicely. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck has happened this weekend?
Well, to be fair, you've been fucking ill all weekend.
Oh, genuine. Like, talk about... Oh, it is annoying the fuck out of me. Guys, the only reason why you got this podcast a little bit later than normal is that me and Dan normally play up every Tuesday. We've just come into a lot of problems, like, especially myself anyways. I've literally ran into illnesses after abscesses, after back into illnesses, after... Honest to God, you swear down it hasn't been my week run up to WrestleMania. It just knows... Paul is going to be off work for a week. Let's run his body into the motherfucking ground.
Every time you take a fucking week off, you get ill.
Oh, yeah, I do, man. Genuine. As if my body just goes... That's the only way I can describe it.
It's like it's trying to do you a favour, but it really isn't.
No, don't it feel a little bit like... Don't when you blow up a massive balloon and then you let it go and it goes... and goes around the joint. Yeah. As I feel my body does when it hears it's got a week off.
And you sound like that too.
Yeah, I do. Honest to God, I have not felt fucking good in the last couple of days. So yeah, WrestleMania wasn't a deal just to basically get through it, just with coughing fits and fucking runny noses, etc., proper man flu. But to be quite honest, I wouldn't change this weekend. But it's been absolutely phenomenal. Me and Dan have knocked it out, and it's been fucking incredible.
I gotta give you a thanks. You were a magnificent host. You presented the pay-per-views with quality HD. And the food to go with it. You know, I was well fed, overly well fed, and now it's going to take me. That's the thing. I'm trying to. What do you say?
I made you fat, not me.
Yeah, I know, we bastard.
I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Neither do I. I've not got a fucking clue how that occurred.
Yeah. Cheeky bastard.
Well, what we're going to do, guys, today, all right, I'm just going to give you a bit of a heads up of how we're going to roll this podcast. Now, as we quoted to you, I think the last podcast or the one before that, we talked that we were going to do a wrestling podcast. We said we were going to do it just after WrestleMania. We are at that point right now. We're not going to be making a second podcast. We'll be looking into that. So expect it in inevitable future. But for today, we thought since we haven't put a DPcast up yet, we'll enroll both elements together and see how you guys feel about the product itself. And as well, we get a little bit more time then to chat and talk with you guys about how WrestleMania went. So if you guys want to get a hold of us on Twitter, and each and every week, me and Dan do this, What's New With You, you can get a hold of us at DPcasters, capital D, capital P, capital C, and you can get a hold of us and give us questions of anything you want to tell us. Now, Dan did quotate the factor if one ball is bigger than the other last week.
I did, yes. Any question whatsoever, no need to be shy. It can be as ridiculous or as serious as you like. Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And guys, if you want to download our podcast each and every week, go and find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and all Android platforms for podcast elements. And we are there. Just type in DPcast, and we should be there to be downloaded. So, further ado, Dan, we do this each and every week. I say we get into Hypothetical Corner.
Ooh.
You are entering the Hypothetical Corner.
So each and every week we do a hypothetical question. Now, may I add, I normally give Dan the preemptive question just before we do the podcast. This week I haven't. I thought
I'm going in blind. I'm going in blind. I don't know what's coming at me. I could have some monstrous warted penis heading towards my face, and I would not know. You know, it could have teeth in the Jack's eye, and I wouldn't have time to prepare for it.
Sure, the film is called Tremors.
That's true. That is true. Actually, I don't know what the vision that came to my head now was the Peter Jackson King Kong film.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's these monstrous plants. They fall down a bloody like a crack in the ground. What do you call them? A bloody crevice or something like that.
Crevice, yeah.
Yeah,
or something like
that. And
that.
at the bottom, there's loads of plants, and there's these bloody things that look a hell of a lot like a cock helmet, like coming out of a plant with teeth. So, anyway, back to this.
What fucking one is that? Wait a minute. I want to stop that. Reverse it. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Before we get into the question, what fucking Kong is that?
That's the one that was done about 10 years ago now. It's the guy who made Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson.
Yeah. I know which director you're talking about. I'm just trying to think of the fucking movie you're on about.
Yeah, it's one with Jack Black. It's like they're on Kong Island.
I know which movie you got now. I definitely know which movie I just can't remember that part in that movie.
Yeah, it's like they go down, they fall down this bloody. Let's call it a crevice. It's probably called something else, but yeah, it's something like that. And at the bottom, there's loads of plants and creatures and shit. And I think Andy Serkis is in there. I think he's the one that gets eaten by one of these penis plants. But
penis plants.
Yeah.
On that note, I better get into my hypothetical question before this
Paul,
goes
this is getting out of hand.
corner.
It's getting out of hand. We need to get back on track before it's too late. Go.
Well, we are literally theming this very wrestling orientated this week, so we're going to make the hypothetical question all about wrestling, and instead do film news this week. We are going to be talking about WrestleMania 33 and everything that we genuinely thought it should have been and what it was and how much we enjoyed it. So further ado, let's get into the hypothetical question. And this week, Dan, I'm going to propose to you something I haven't.
You're gonna propose? How sweet!
I'm like John Cena here.
Paul, I thought you'd never ask.
Well, I normally lob down a load of them, and I pick one at random each and every week. This one I don't. I thought I'm going to pop this one on my head, and I'm thinking of the question. Right, is that if you had to choose a wrestler from any era,
yes.
Which wrestler would it be, and what pay-per-view would you wrestle in?
Okay, so I get to be this wrestler.
You get to be that wrestler, and you get to pick your opponent.
I don't know why, but Razor Ramon's coming in my head.
Okay.
I don't know why, and I love the Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels match. That was in WrestleMania 10, I think.
Okay.
Bearing in mind that to the listeners, Paul is the hardcore wrestling fan. I'm very much a newbie, and I only started watching wrestling last year. But I have been watching the old 1990s Raw episodes and the pay-per-views that goes along with it. So I've got quite a bit of knowledge of the old wrestling and current wrestling, but nothing in between kind of thing. So there probably might be better matches out there, but the match that comes to mind is Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels in a ladder match. And it was like a fucking awesome ladder match. Not like the ladder matches you get today. You've got about 20 ladders around the ring and in the ring. So one ladder, Intercontinental Championship hovering above it, and go nuts.
Well, do you know, I'm probably going one of the same wrestlers as you on this one.
Yeah.
And this was 2008.
And I think I could pull off Razor Ramon. I got a hairy chest. And I was like, I'm the bad guy.
Well, I'm going to pick HBK as well. WrestleMania 2008, I'm sure what the date was. 9 years ago. HBK versus Ric Flair in Ric Flair's final match.
Yeah.
Possibly the most beautiful match I've ever watched in my full entire existence. Yeah. I would have stated WrestleMania 33, dude. I'm watching Taker, that bit of spoilers here, but Taker basically retiring.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But that was stunning. But the same time as what is that, nothing to me beats Ric Flair going, just because it was Mr. WrestleMania versus the best of the best. I mean, Ric Flair was known for what he did. He's the 16-time champ. I mean, that match is so stunning. Everything about it was just a beautiful match running from start to finish. The entrances were great. They were grand. And at the very end, you just see HBK, just before he does the second switching music, he goes, I love you. And thank you. And literally at that point, I had a goddamn fucking tear in my eye. This beautiful bastard. And literally pins in 1, 2, 3, like, and oh my God, it was possibly the most. I think the part that I think gets me a little bit more now, to even know that Charlotte, who we now know as like the ex-woman's champ, she was in the crowd, and like she was only like a thought in the memory of WWE, you know, she wasn't even a thinking of a wrestling industry at that stage. And now she's what she is now. Like, so to know like 9 years ago to where I watched that match, she was in the crowd, and now where we are with her right now, you know, she's living on the memory of her father, except not as if he's dead, but like living on the wrestling industry memory of her father. And it's nice to see it done. I'm not gonna lie, do you know, and it's nice to see sometimes a second generation succeed as much as basically her people before her. In this case, obviously your own father. And I really do like it. I mean, that match, the time Dan actually escalates up to these matches. What he's done, he's gone from well back to the early days, only boy.
I'm sure if you asked me this question again in about 3-4 years' time, my answer might have changed, because I would have watched more wrestling by then, because I'm slowly creeping my way through it. I got 20 years of wrestling to catch up on them. Thoroughly enjoying it. You know, even though you're thinking, oh God, that's a hell of an endeavor, Dan. But no, it's like the journey leading up to present day is it's a really good fucking TV watch. You know, it's I'm really enjoying it. So
you're doing it the best. You're doing it the best way, boy. You're doing it the way you should be doing it. Is if you're a wrestling fan, not enjoying, and you're not, you know, massively enjoying the right now product. You go from the start, you work your way back up to where we are right now, and you understand the product where we are right now, and understand where we are, and you're enjoying the product 5 times more because of it. Yeah,
I gotta say, I wouldn't do it if I wasn't enjoying it, kind of thing. But not because I think I must do this as a challenge. You know, it's like something I must do and complete. But no, because I want to, and I'm enjoying it. So it's good.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are, Jenna, because I love the fact that now I have somebody that I work with, secondly have a podcast with, and call one of my best mates, who now I can watch on a regular basis and enjoy it on a more personal level when you come over the house and enjoy that kind of stuff. So
that's the thing. You used to talk about wrestling all the time, and I was like on the other end of the phone, yeah, Paul, yeah, don't know who the fuck Ric Flair is. Who? What? Okay, yeah, Steve who? Right, okay. Yeah, okay, fuck, I'll just watch it, Jesus Christ. And as I think I said last week, I'm not a sporty person whatsoever. I think the most I watch is snooker, and that barely counts as a sport. It's not very athletic at all. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to take...
Do you actually watch snooker?
Not as much as I used to, but you know, I enjoy it if it's on. You know, But
Fuck, now you've dumbfounded me on that one, you have.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Talk
that's
about
right.
every day.
Yeah, I don't watch it much. Like, I haven't watched it for a good few years now, but if I remember to watch it and it's on, I will put it on. But I haven't done that in years. I can never remember when it's on, or I don't know it's on, and so I don't end up watching it. So, but I do enjoy it when I do watch it.
Well, before we go any more into that conversation, because we could talk about this element for hours on end, we've still got one hell of the second half of the podcast for you guys, and we are going to be talking about WrestleMania 33 now, all right? So we are going to be doing it in match form, so as soon as we start from the pre-show running to the end of the show, we're not going to talk about it much. We're just going to be basically brief talking and how we felt about the match.
We're going to plow through it, we're not going to go into detail of the matches. Most of all, I probably can't remember the details of all the matches,
And what we'll do as well, anything that has elements to Raw the next night, I'll mention what has occurred. So basically give you guys a little more information on what has happened. So guys, once again, I'm going to basically pump out Twitter handle at you, because we do talk a lot about wrestling on our Twitter handle. And that is at DPCast, capital D, capital P, capital C. And guys, as I said, lob us questions, lob us something that we can quotate on our podcast for inevitable future podcasts. We want to hear from you guys. We have over 224 followers at the moment. I know it's quite little, but we're still very much new in the Twitter scene. We tweet each and every pay-per-view and Monday Night Raw, SmackDown and NXT. And guys, get a hold of us on it. And again, leave it even on our YouTube channel that we place up weekly as well with our podcast. Yes. Anyways, let's get into WrestleMania 33.
Yeah,
so
baby.
Dan, you have the match listings there, so I'm going to allow you to go through the match listings and we're going to talk through them.
Yep, no problem. So first, match one. Let me just get this up. Yep, match one is, drum rolls please. We have Neville versus Austin Aries.
Now,
how did you feel? Cruiserweight Championship.
How do you feel about that?
I enjoyed it. I gotta say, it was the opening match of the entire process. It was. It was a pre-show thing. It wasn't. Yeah, it was.
It was all pre-show.
Yeah, I think it started off nicely. You get your first taste of your match within the new WrestleMania 33. The sun is shining. This is when the sun was shining, actually, because I think it got a bit windy later on. And but the sun is proper shining. I enjoyed it. I think it was a good match. I can't remember an awful lot about it, but I did enjoy it. How about you?
You know what? I was hit and miss on this match. And it's annoying, really, because naturally I absolutely love both elements of these characters. Austin Aries, he's an asshole. Yeah. Neville, he's an absolute prick. Yeah. And I love the way they've made them such a weird heel. Like, Neville's become such a babyface running forth into this, and then we had Neville go from babyface to extreme heel, and it works so well for him. So I've loved the process of Neville coming to where he is right now and becoming the ultimate beast. And then we had Austin Aries come back in, and I love Austin Aries. I've followed him from an NXT career back to now WWE. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie to you, Dan, genuinely, the match to me didn't feel... It was okay. It was okay. I just felt like they could have put a bigger show on. Yeah. And I just felt there was just more to give, and it just wasn't there for it. So I can understand now why it's pre-show. Yeah,
I can understand that. For me, I think, as I keep saying, I'm new to wrestling. So, and the whole WrestleMania thing, I'm still going off the whole... Ooh, so shiny, that kind of element to it. So I'm still excited at this. So I remember watching this match, I was feeling excited because it's all so pretty, and I'm kind of like taking in the atmosphere and everything like that. And this was the first match. I don't think really I was paying attention to the match so much as the atmosphere mostly. Yeah. So I think that's why I enjoyed it, because it opened it up, it allowed you to take in the atmosphere and all that, and the layout of the whole WrestleMania. And so that's why I enjoyed it.
Well, I agree with you. Genuinely, I thought in the atmosphere element, where I can totally agree with you, Val. Totally agree. Yeah. But from a wrestling perspective, wow, words today. Literally, I just felt like it just could be a tad bit more. I mean, for something that to me should have been maybe even main card status for pre-show. Now I can understand why it is. Yeah. But anywho's.
I quite enjoyed it as a pre-show. I think for that reason, I think if it was too flashy and oh my god, then it would have been too much to open the show. And it was only a kick-off match anyway, so
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
we go on to the next match?
We do, yeah. Match two.
Match two
Get into it.
is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle.
Oh, fuck, I hated this.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Memorial
hated
Battle
this.
Royal. Yeah, it was a waste of time. I gotta say, the whole Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal it meant something a couple of years ago when it started. Was it a couple of years ago it started? When
I'm trying to think. I think it was 3 years ago it started.
Did Big Show win it first? Did he? Or?
He did indeed. Big Show, and then last year was Baron Corbin, and this year now was Mr. Mojo Riley.
Yep, that's all right. Yeah, it's like I think it started off as a big thing. It's like, oh wow, it's great. It's memorizing Andre the Giant and la di da di da. But now it's kind of like a match that nobody really cares about anymore. It's kind of like seen its day, and it's like, well, I don't really care about that, you know. And the match felt like that as well. It's like it's just a bunch of guys in a ring having a mini Royal Rumble. And it wasn't that great.
Yeah, no, well, it's shocking, right, how much that is. Now, I've noticed this the last 3 years, okay? And this is really peculiar, is that how much we can love Royal Rumble when it occurs. We literally love pay-per-view inside and out and get pissed when certain characters see certain things. Yeah. Yet, you then have a Battle Royale then in WrestleMania, and it doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi. And to be honest, I think the main bracket of that, right, is that it's a clusterfuck straight off the bat. Yeah. Like when you have a normal Royal Rumble, you build up to a huge amount of people, and it becomes
you got people adding to it every 2 minutes or 60 seconds or whatever. And it starts off neat and tidy, and you watch it progressively get messy, and that's what's quite cool about it. With this, they're all fucking in the ring at the start. You don't know where the fuck anyway. You don't really know who's participating in it, really.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's like
I didn't even know was it Jordan and Gable from SmackDown, American Alpha. I didn't even know they were in the match.
Yeah, and it's funny enough, we were talking about what's the name of the guy who concussed? What's his name now? Enzo Amore. What's the name of the weirdos?
Yeah. Oh, the Bond villains.
The Vaudevillains, yeah, that's right. That's the thing I thought I was talking about the day before, I think we were, and thinking, where have they gone then? They kind of disappeared. I wonder if they've been released or something. And they popped up in there then as well. He's like, so it seems like the ring that they chuck the low key people in, or a few guests every now and again. It's like, don't really care about it that much.
Pissed me off as much as it pissed quite a few, myself and Martin off. Is that they placed in big people in there like Braun Strowman, Mark Henry, Big Show again. There was some big characters, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and yet they finished with fucking Mojo Riley. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Honest to God, right?
Oh, they had that stupid little bit where his friend in the audience, I don't know who he is.
Fucking,
a waste of fucking time. It's like, just get on with it now. This is shit. It's like if someone did actually come in from the audience, they'd been kicked right out, and it didn't feel authentic whatsoever. It's just bullshit.
It didn't. And to be honest, do you know the annoying part about it was the fucking two last characters? And I mean, who's that fucking the Indian guy now? His name is escaping me.
I think he was in the last pay-per-view or something, and I texted you, who the fuck's this? I was like,
I think I mentioned his name. I think I mentioned his name to you at the time, and I'm never a massive fan of him because, to me, he's the only guy in the back locker room who actually looked like he takes roids. And it's only Jinder Mahal. Genuinely, like the structure of his body, it just looks so badly wrong. Like, I mean, it's not as if like he's deformed. I mean, literally, like, when somebody's very muscular, you look at Triple H, right? The muscle looks scary. Yeah. You look at his muscles, and he genuinely, he's got veins popping out, and to be honest, it doesn't look right. It doesn't even look good, man, on TV. I mean, to be honest, they always say like, don't get too close on HD. Like, you can see every wrinkle in your face. Yeah. Fucking hell, get too any close to his body, and you can see all the fucking veins.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't know until you mentioned him. I didn't know he was there.
Well,
and that's the problem with this match. You don't know who the fuck is there. It's like they're either eliminated by the time you even notice them, or you don't even see them get eliminated at all. It's that's the problem.
Yeah, but the annoying part about it, he ended up with Mojo Riley at the very end, man.
That's how fucking memorable he is. I didn't remember that.
Well, he's the one who freaking ended up picking on that bloody guy from the audience, and that ended up being Groutsky, I think his name is, who was the fucking linebacker for the Patriots. Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Genuine, what a fucking horse shit of a storyline that was. I mean, genuine, like, firstly, why the fuck Mojo Riley? I mean, the guy is a fucking overhyped fucking star in the ring. I know people like him, but it's about a minimal aspect. There is so many fucking people who could have won that. Ziggler could have carried into a new storyline for after that for SmackDown. Yeah. Fucking Braun Strowman could have worked out something.
Yeah, he needs a fucking good push now. He's like a monster. He needs to be pushed. Well, now. And he could have won that to build something up. But
for that bracket, I will go into a smidge of Raw on this one.
Yeah,
he called out Lesnar to an element.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lesnar called out Roman. What we'll get into in a little bit more with the Roman Undertaker match. Yeah. But Lesnar called out Roman. Yeah. Roman didn't answer, and Braun Strowman came out and stated the fact he was going to kick the shit into Roman, and that when he's done with Roman, he's coming after Lesnar because he's got something that he wants.
Yeah. Tell you what, we'll plow through these matches now, and then we'll have a little dip into Raw. I haven't watched the Raw, so you can enlighten me onto that. So,
that's cool. Literally. Well, the next match was...
the next match is Kevin... No, it's not. Sorry. Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship match. And that is also in the kickoff.
Another poor match in my case. I didn't... wow, do you know the pre-show really didn't give justice to the main overall pay-per-view itself?
I think... because I think they did a bit of a switcheroo last minute, because I think the women's championship was it for Raw or SmackDown?
I think that was
SmackDown. Yeah, it was originally in the pre-show, and I think people kicked off women's rights and all this and stuff. Fair enough. Yeah. But and I was like, oh man, that should be a good match. This Dean Ambrose one. I thought it's going to be wasted in the kickoff show. And seeing it, I thought, yeah, it deserves to be in the kickoff show. It wasn't that great at all. So.
Yeah, it was a bit meh, and I think it's only because me and you, Dan, literally came onto something a day back, and we both agreed with each other, is that I love Dean Ambrose. I love the character he is.
Yeah.
But there's only one thing he does, and both of us have noticed it with every goddamn title that's been landed on him. He vanishes with it.
Yeah.
He literally, you don't even realize what the fuck he has. I mean, the WWE Championship, it went walkies. You swear, where was it? Yeah. He then has the Intercontinental Championship. I stated the fact he was versing Baron Corbin and Dan. He was like, all right, normal match, eh? I went, no, for the Intercontinental Championship. He goes, holy shit, is that where it is?
Yeah.
Nobody seems to know where or what he has, because he goes on non-entity trips sometimes.
Yeah, some superstars are like that. They get a title, Intercontinental or whatever, and they seem to just absorb it and disappear, and you don't really know where it is, and you don't really think about it anymore. It's like when he became champion. I thought, oh, cool. You know, I thought, yeah, that's cool. I like Dean Ambrose. He can have the champion. After he won, though, about a week later, I started forgetting who had it. I was like, who's got the championship again? And I was like, Dean Ambrose. Oh, yeah, he fucking won, didn't he? He got the bloody Money in the Bank.
And do you know what? You don't see that with AJ Styles or John Cena or any of them names. You pretty much, they're in your face going, I won, I am who I am.
Yeah.
You know, freaking. Yet you don't seem to have that same. Mind me, word another one is in Ezekiel. Like that's something, that panaz like that you get from even Bray Wyatt is given it. Bray Wyatt gives that kind of like I am the Lord of the Lords kind of style. Randy Orton, I wouldn't be surprised he gives that extra 2 pence, the brass iron ring job to this title. What we'll see tonight on SmackDown. So I'm not going to lie to you, gentlemen. Again, another match. To me, this if you had to rate these matches so far, I would have rated the first one about 5 out of 10. It was decent enough. The Battle Royale, 3 out of 10. And then this match was an easy 4 out of 10. I mean, it was a very par average freaking start to the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What, to be honest, scared me. It literally scared me. I'm not going to
I got to say, after this, it was... there were plenty of good matches coming up that I was looking forward to. So I wasn't too disheartened by it. I thought, fair enough. It was one of those matches where I'm looking forward to, but it'll be good for the start of WrestleMania at some point, but not in the kickoff. But then again, it suited the kickoff because it wasn't that great anyway. So,
yeah. Well, to be honest, what scared me like before WrestleMania, is like running up to this point, is that normally the pre-show is like nearly topped WrestleMania, and that's normally not a good sign, you know. And when I seen like this fail massive, I was like, oh my god, I'm hoping to God WrestleMania is going to be what the matches they're going to be, And lo and behold, they held up. They massively held up, And lo and behold, we'll get into the main show now, like WrestleMania 33.
I need to drop in my WrestleMania weather report. This is where it started getting a bit cloudy and windy. Now we can carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a gale of force that walked in, isn't it? It was like sort of like one point we were there and we were like, oh, look, it's beautiful and sunny. And next to 2 seconds later, it was like, that weather cycle has massively changed.
Yeah, good God, it's like Wales.
Yeah.
It's like it's supposed to be Florida. I swear WrestleMania was in Cardiff.
Yeah, no, the way you acted, it bloody did anyways.
Yeah, it's like hair in the face and everything, it was bloody windy. Yeah. Anyway, shall we move on to the main WrestleMania show?
The main Calabaloo. Let's get on to it.
Start off with the New Day make a Final Fantasy inspired entrance. I got not much to say about it, to be honest. It was amusing, and there was little chocobos and Final Fantasy stuff, but they turned up and then didn't turn up for the rest of the show. Fantasy. No, that's what I mean. It's like I think they had hairstyles and they had a little they had chocobos going on the TV screens behind them. Oh, and on the front of the ice cream trolley thing.
Oh yeah.
And they had a samurai.
Yeah,
sword.
it was a bit.
And,
it was a bit married, wasn't it? I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the New Day. Genuinely, the New Day are the bollocks. I could have done with them being 5 times more in WrestleMania to make it just something extra. But the first part was a bit blah, and I state that with very much a lot of love going their direction at the same time. It was sort of like I felt like the suits the year before last that they came with the box with the cereal box, and they had the Dragon Ball Z-esque look to them.
Yeah,
that was phenomenal. And I'm not gonna lie, I heard rumors that they were possibly going to dress up as Power Rangers.
Yeah,
and I was kind of gutted then when I didn't see them dress up as Power Rangers, if you know what I mean. Like, it was sort of, I think I jazzed it up, and then when I seen the Final Fantasy, I was like, it don't look like them so much.
I'll tell you why they did Final Fantasies, because the new Final Fantasy game is sponsoring them. So they came out as Final Fantasy. Yeah, so if it was Power Rangers sponsoring them, then they'd probably come out as Power Rangers. But because they've got such a big sponsor, probably they had to. We better do Final Fantasy, even though I love Final Fantasy, so it's all right. But they kind of turned up and then they disappeared for the rest of the show. Then popped in every now and again. It's like the whole hype of New Day are presenting WrestleMania. It's like they didn't really, did they?
Yeah, they popped in twice, and one of them is the biggest pop that they had all night.
That's true, yeah.
But anyways, we'll get into the next match, and the next match was AJ Styles versus Shane O'Mac.
All right, stop stealing my job. AJ Styles against Shane McMahon. Shane O'Mac.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Jenny boy.
I enjoyed this one.
This match was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
This match is easy. I don't know. This is really smidgen on the bracket of the tag team ladder match. But I would state this match as possibly either one or two of the best matches that night.
Oh, definitely. I'd say technically it's probably one of the best ones. Because I think we went in there, Shane McMahon's going to fight AJ Styles. AJ Styles is going to kick his ass because, he's got the experience and shit like that. But you completely forget that Shane O'Mac's got kung fu experience and stuff. And he pulled something out of his ass. I tell you what, it's like he was countering AJ Styles for a good while.
Yeah, he was, man. Fucking with submissions as well. He was fucking. What did Martin state? He was literally absorbing his past victims.
Yeah.
Literally, he was pulling out fucking Kurt Angle slams and fucking 5-star presses and fucking Brock Lesnar throws. Oh, he was fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's just like a bloody montage of past opponents or something, wasn't he? He's basically Rogue from X-Men in wrestling.
He was, man. He was absorbing their motherfucking powers. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I loved it.
Even the fucking Yes Lock and fucking Hell's Gate.
Yeah, that's right. He was getting him into submissions and stuff. I was like, what? Where'd you pull this out from? And he did the coast to coast once, which I thought was good. And I thought, don't fucking milk it, pal. And he didn't. And it was mostly just genuine wrestling. It was lovely.
Basically, the best match I've seen him do since. Well, okay, I know obviously since my bracket, I'm going to say since last year's WrestleMania. And last year WrestleMania, he put the bar motherfucking high. When they quotated this year that it was just going to be a basic standard match, we were like, okay, yeah, fine. Okay, I'm thinking it's going to be a blah match, and we expecting it like mid-show-ish. First match coming out, fucking AJ Styles and Shane O'Mac fucking knocked it out of the park. I mean, goddamn. I mean, they said raise the bar. They didn't say fucking make it how high they needed to put that fucking bar. Yeah. Bloody hell. I mean,
I think he was better than last year's match. I think last year's match was meh, but he made up for it by jumping off the top of a cage. This one was all the way through really fucking good and entertaining.
I'm starting to wonder how much last year's was a bit fucking last minute, let's get somebody in, and ended up being one hell of a fucking pop for Shane O'Mac. I don't think he was in the shape that he needed to be in for that match either. You think about it, he's had a full entire year to probably pre-prep himself for a possible WrestleMania. Like last year, I think it was about fucking 2 months he had. You know what I mean? You know, there's a difference between the brackets, and I did notice a hell of a cardio difference in him this year than I did last. Like last year, he looked like a fan. He flopping on the joint. Like I mean, genuinely, like he genuinely looked like a wet pair of knickers. I'm not the good kind. It's somebody who stepped out. You know, and this year he looked. You swear he was a pro wrestler. I mean, genuinely, like he was yonking himself around the joint, like, and I'm like, fucking hell, shit.
It was like a surprise attack. It's like caught you with your pants down type thing. He's like, oh Jesus Christ, fuck, what? You know, and it's like I don't think AJ expected it either. Really, he was quite cool. So
you give him massive props after it, but genuinely, I watched the YouTube elements of him. You know, when they go backstage and all that, they give him huge props. Like when he went into behind closed doors, like.
Yeah, and the great thing is that this is one of the matches that people were thinking, I don't really care about it. It's just a stocking filler. You know, it's just because AJ didn't have anyone to fight, so they chucked Shane McMahon at him. And it turned out to be one of the best matches of the night. It's great.
Oh, fucking it made my WrestleMania just from the fucking get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, the stage itself was gorgeous. To know, like, the stage, the way that was slowly getting dark, the wind was coming in a little bit, and you could freaking AJ Styles looked like a freaking a L'Oreal advert.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he had nipples that could cut ice. He looked cold.
But then pulled this incredible fucking match out of his ass. I mean, well done. I have to give him huge props. I think we need to get into the second match.
Weather report. The sun is starting to go down at this point, at the end of this match, which leads on to the next match, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the United States Championship.
I wasn't 100% happy with this one. I enjoyed the match. I really did. I enjoyed it, but I feel like the storyline that they've created for was in now fucking 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah,
freaking easy in that nutshell of the friendship they lost, they regained, and they lost it, and freaking they went on that festival of friendship stuff.
Yeah.
And they ran into such a lovely storyline, and we already got it that we had to see the end of Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I gotta say, me myself, I kind of agree with you. It was a bit anticlimactic, but I really enjoyed the match still, though, because I think it showed because throughout the match they were countering each other all the time. Every move was countered by something, and it showed they've been friends. They know each other's shit. And it's very hard to get any surprises on them because they know what each other are going to do. And I thought that was pretty cool. It was really quite fluent and all that. I enjoyed the match. It's really good. But I agree with you. It didn't go out with as much of a bang as we'd hoped, I think.
Yeah, I think we were looking for more of it and didn't end up getting the full caliber that I thought we were going to get out of it. Now, I felt like that was going to be one of them matches that you talk about.
Yeah, a lot of people said, it's going to be an instant classic and all that. And I think, it was a great match. I'd happily watch it again, but it wasn't as great. And the ending was really predictable as well, because you know that Chris Jericho is going to go off and do his band tour for a while now. And it's
with Halsey.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So it's obvious that KO was going to win. And then Jericho rides off into the sunset for a bit.
True. Yeah. And we'll talk a little more about that on the Raw segment as we come to near the end of it. Yeah. So there's a little more to add to that element, what happened last night.
Okey-dokey.
So anywho, third match of WrestleMania.
The next match is the Raw Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match. Which contains Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. I thought it was shit.
This wasn't too bad, but yet I hated the beginning.
I enjoyed the beginning. I like Nia Jax, so I quite liked. I quite liked that she's the monster of the ring, and they all kind of gang together to get rid of her. So I quite enjoyed that part of it. But after Nia Jax left, then it was just a basic match,
I'm not gonna lie to you, gentlemen. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax. To me, she shouldn't have been in the match. I think it would have been a lot more nicer not to have her in it than to have her in it. And to me, like for the quickest amount of time they eliminated her, it was fucking pointless being in the match anyways. It's as if like they had nothing better for her to do. Let's lob her into a match to get her fucking, get that up a bit.
I don't know, I quite liked her being there. I'm a bit biased. I like Nia Jax. I think she's pretty. So, but I'm more of a Charlotte fan. I'm a Charlotte boy. I'm a Charlotte whore. So,
well, to be honest, when they eliminate India, they ended up having Sasha go next. Now, this even shocks me, Bile. Freaking to me, right? And obviously, I know you're a Charlotte fan. Yes. You're a huge Charlotte fan, and I can understand where they had Charlotte Bailey, but. For the storyline that kind of pre-set up for Sasha, I was expecting the stab in the back for the boss herself, like. Didn't you expect Charlotte to go next and then basically be Sasha versus Bailey?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have been better for storyline if that occurred. Obviously, they might have just left it to,
If I'm honest, I think I might, after Nia Jax went, I think the match kind of mellowed out a little bit too much. And I don't know, I think I might have stopped paying attention as much as I should have. So I'm not a bit hazy on... and what happened next. I know Bailey got the thingy, but
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm thinking with you. There wasn't much to talk about the match beyond the bracket of it. It just felt like a bit of a blah match beyond it. To me, I think it would have worked better with certain differences to it. I mean, as I said, like Charlotte maybe going out second, then there's Sasha versus Bailey, and I think it would have made for a better end to the match because it would have given just that something extra to it. But still, it ended okay. I mean, it was not. If you had to rate the match, I think it was a easy 5 out of 10 match. But
to be honest, I like both. I like Bailey. I like Bailey. I like Charlotte. I don't mind Sasha. So any one of them getting the championship, I would have been happy with anyway. So I'm not too pissed about anything. Nia Jax, if she got the championship, I would have been questioning it a bit because she's not quite ready for the championship yet. Yeah. So,
the one thing I am glad with, and you can agree with this, didn't pass the fucking hot potato championship again.
Yeah, Bailey defended
fucking
it.
Stayed with the same fucking person. Thank the fucking Lord for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, God, that was miffing me the shit off that was. Yeah. I mean, literally, it was Bailey have it, Sasha have it, Charlotte have it, Bailey have it, Sasha have it. I'm like, fucking keep it on somebody for the week. Fucking goddamn it.
See, that's another championship thing. You're thinking, who's got the Raw Women's Championship now? It's like it changes every other week. But it's nice that it's staying in one place for a bit now. So for at least another pay-per-view anyway. So I'm hoping Bailey keeps it for a little bit longer. I'm hoping somebody else comes through the door. And we might find out with a little more from what happened on Raw. So there's a lot happening on genuinely. Like it gives a lot of answers to possible questions that you might have had in WrestleMania. So I can't wait to tell you what did occur, and I won't go into much here. I'll just go into dabbles, isn't it? Like so. Yeah. Anyways, we'll get through WrestleMania. You can tell me all about it.
Oh yeah.
So the next match is. Oh, by the way, weather report. It's now dark. It's dark. It's dark. Yeah, I'm giving a WrestleMania 33 weather report. Next year it's going to be live. Hello, welcome to the WrestleMania 33 weather report. As you can see, there's a few risky clouds in the sky, but I don't think it's going to. Anyway, I'm going to go off now. Back to the show. Anyway,
what was the next match? Yeah, you went into the weather report in such detail. I was like, Dan, you didn't say who actually the match.
I was going to burst out into another one and say, there's a drop of rain, but it wasn't raining. It was actually just a little bit of Pepsi Max that spilled out of the cup of a fat man in the front row. So anyway, next match.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I question myself sometimes too, Paul. It's fine. Next match. Right then, next match is the Raw Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Ladder Match, which includes...
Was it this early into it?
It was indeed. And we have Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Cesaro and Sheamus, Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and I'll let you present this one. Because I know
yeah. Well, the New Day comes out, and the New Day literally music hits. They come out, and they literally like, we're making this into a fatal 4-way, and all you know, the crowd is who, because we're all expecting them to say New Day. That's who. And literally all you hear is dun, 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 dun. I'm like, oh my fucking god, it's fucking Hardys. If you didn't just hear my screaming down a mic there, Matt and Jeff Hardy fucking made their return back to WWE.
Yeah.
Honest to motherfucking God, I nearly lost a bollock. I nearly jizzed a nut. It was absolutely fucking incredible. I mean, all you heard the crowd was, delete, 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 delete. Oh, I fucking loved it.
Oh, I gotta be honest, man. They are falling into my wrestling blind spot at the moment. I haven't got to them yet. I didn't know who the hell they were. And you and Martin were fucking going nuts. It's like I was trying to play ball with you. I was like, oh wow, cool. The crowd is going nuts. They know who they are too. It's like, yay.
That's the crazy part about it, is that naturally by the time you hit like another couple of years into what you're watching, like you'll realize how crazy like Matt and Hardy are involved with WWE, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And
I think I have heard of them, but I don't know anything about them, type thing. So.
Oh yeah, totally. You'll realize I think it's 9 or 8 tag team championships they've won. They are the ones that pretty much nearly created the ladder tag team championship matches kind of style. I mean, they're up there with Edge and Christian.
Okay.
It's that caliber they live in the industry of WWE with, like. Yeah. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Genuine, like when they came back, oh my god, I could have bust a ball. Like, I mean, that was incredible to me. I mean, it was like having like the year before last when who were they now? Trying to think of the names. Oh my god, I can't remember. Number Bubba Ray and
fuck.
Oh, what was their tag team name now? The Dudleys.
Dudley Boys.
Freaking hell. Yeah. I should be slapped in the wrist, freaking not knowing what their tag team championship name. But as I said, like when they came back, like it was sort of like I wouldn't say it's a gimmick. I felt like, you know, they went for the tag team champs and didn't get it. But I was so chuffed, and I'm going to give away a little bit of you now. Hardys came back, gave one hell of a match, and then they won it.
It was a good match.
Oh boy, I loved it. I absolutely fucking loved it. Yeah. I mean, genuinely, like, they couldn't have done that so better. Like, I mean, we don't ever see people come back in WrestleMania. We had it for the first time in, I will quote it, ever standard. I don't know of anybody of me watching WrestleMania for people to come back into wrestling or being out for a while to come back in WrestleMania. Yeah. So for this to occur, oh my God, this was incredible. Yeah, and I got to give him props, man. I'm giving huge props to everybody these days. Freaking, this match was just incredible, and Matt and Jeff Hardy just give it that's something extra, and I'm glad it was, because I like Enzo and Cass like you've done, right? Yeah, I love massive Enzo and Cass fans. We are huge Enzo and Cass fans. Oh yeah, yeah. I couldn't see with them with the belt set. What I could see with the belts, if the Hardys didn't turn up, would have been Cesaro and Sheamus. Yeah. I like their gimmick.
I gotta say, I do like. I'm not a huge fan of Sheamus. I don't mind Cesaro, but I gotta say, as a tag team, they're fucking cool. I do like them. Yeah, their opening is what's it called? The entrance is fucking cool when they're standing back to back with their arms up wide spread. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
I fucking love that.
Yeah,
I love the point they hated each other in the beginning as well. They hate each other, but now they fucking love each other. I mean, they're like cock brothers. I mean, they love it.
Oh yeah, they had a best of 10 match or something like that. They had a best of something match. It was like a number of matches that spanned over a few weeks, I think. And I think they drew or something. So I can't remember.
I'm glad it's naturally like they put them together, because I think Sheamus wasn't getting much. I mean, the heat he was having was very minimal heat for a heel. I love the point
stupid.
I mean, that's all he's having. He came back, he had the fucking braids in his beard and his fucking mohawk that looked like you look like a twat with that mohawk. Yeah. But at the same time as well, like, you know, they shoved him with Cesaro, knowing Cesaro did slowly start escalating a nice little section in the crowd of people who were, I think it was actually called the Cesaro section.
Yeah.
And I love the way they put it with Sheamus. It had a little, little gimmick of both of them hate each other. And now they are. I fucking love them, Bob. I love them as a tag team now. Yeah. I mean, I know you're a bit mad on them, but still, you can understand where I'm going on at the same time.
I think they're an outstanding tag team. I don't know. It's just I think I'm still got a bit of animosity towards Sheamus since the League of Nations. I hated the League of Nations.
Oh, and the whole
the lads type thing. I fucking hated that. It was, so I think I'm a little bit, still a little bit bitter about that. I just hated it so much. But I will agree that
the League of Nations was only a year ago.
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, because
that's that. Doesn't it feel like about 3 or 4 years ago? Like,
yeah, it feels like fucking ages ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like a year ago. I mean, generally, like, it's shocking how much then WWE has changed its full dynamics of the way it is just by a full entire year. Yeah. I mean, we hated the caliber of I think not many people actually liked the League of Nations. It was fucking poor. Yeah. Was it Rusev,
Del Rio,
Sheamus, and Barrett, and fucking Barrett. It's 2 of them are actually gone.
Yeah, true. Where's Rusev? I haven't seen Rusev in a while.
He's injured.
Bugger.
Yeah, freaking he got injured 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Oh my God, can you imagine that? Yeah. Happened to fucking Neville, did. Freaking genuine, like, it's not the best to get fucking injured. Yeah. But anywho's guys. We can only quotate that match to be going back and watching it. Like, you will be talking about that Hardys match for years to come. I mean, it is an incredible match. At one point, Jeff Hardy jumps off the biggest ladder that they have, and then fucking does triple somersault or Whisper in the Wind is called. Whisper in the Wind onto fucking Sheamus and Cesaro on a ladder. And like, at first glance, we were like, oh my God, he's missed Sheamus, and Sheamus just tumbled over, like, we're like, Sheamus missed it. We watched it back.
Motherfucker.
Honest to God, we watched it back to me, Dan, and honest to God, like, Cesaro kind of like had the full brunt of his back of Hardy on top of him, and then we noticed what Jeff Hardy did to Sheamus, and we noticed his leg actually wrap around his neck when he went over him, and like, oh my God, that's
gonna hurt come winter.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Anywho, before we literally keep talking because I could talk my asshole about the Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. Again, let's get into the next match.
Okay, then. First, weather report. It's still dark. Right, next match is John Cena, Nikki Bella versus Miz versus Maurice.
Hated it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Absolute pile of shite. Yeah. I hated every second of it. And the annoying part about this, Dan. And, spoilers, huge spoilers if you haven't watched WrestleMania yet. John Cena proposes to fucking Nikki. Do you know the annoying part about this, right? And it's not the point of that it was the proposal, because I called them the fucking proposal 2.5 fucking weeks before it actually happened, and yet the only person he fucking told was basically some bum boy in the back who literally knew the production studios, so he could literally stop it. No, the annoying part about that is how the fuck did I call it 2.5 fucking weeks back?
To be fair, they've been fucking dropping hints through all over WWE for a while. It's like, oh, John Cena never ever wants to get married, have kids. This, that, and then the Miz and Maurice's little sketches taking the piss out of them. He does the whole proposal thing there as well.
Oh, it's fun.
I gotta say, that was funny. That was more entertaining than the match.
No, it was done. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you. I totally agree on that.
It seemed like a bit of a build up to it, and then it turned out to be a pile of shit just so that John Cena could propose. And it was just a bit of a could have done without it. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, this match was a bit blah. The only plus side I can find to it, and I do find this a bit something cool. I didn't realize his mother's never watched him wrestle.
Really?
Like, in a big pay-per-view or pay-per-view at all. She doesn't like flying. And lo and behold, he didn't even realize she was there. Like, when he turned up and gave her a hug, if you see his face, he actually says, holy shit, my mother's here. Yeah. Like, he didn't even realize his mother, that's why he went out of the ring and hugged her. He didn't realize she was there.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, when he went out, she didn't realize they were going to propose now. She just randomly turned up without telling him.
Oh, fair enough.
So that was a mini cool segment to himself, like.
But at the same time, the whole proposal. I'm a sucker for a love story. I thought it was sweet. Okay, I enjoyed it. Yeah, fair enough. But I think it didn't need the fucking match to build it up to it. But I don't know. It's a bit of a fuck swoggle of a match, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
to me, it could have been a lot better. Yeah. And I understand, like, he was doing it for the reasons that he had, but I don't know. To me, like, it shouldn't be that fucking predictable 3 weeks out, man. I mean, goddamn, it was a bit blah. And on that note, dude, I don't even want to talk about that much any longer than I need to. Yeah.
Weather report still dark. Next match.
I'm loving these weather reports.
Yeah, man.
I'm loving them.
I'm going to make a thing of this now. Next year, I'm going to do a fucking WrestleMania weather report. I can't wait. Right, next match is the non-sanctioned match between Seth Rollins and Triple H.
It was actually not too bad.
It wasn't bad at all. Triple H is still looking outstanding. Probably the most gayest comment you're going to hear in this podcast. But
yep.
I tell you what, I don't give a shit. He's got a fucking body on him. Fuck. You just want to rub your finger down his pecs and down to his abs and think, ooh, and you expect it to make a kind of xylophone noise, like. Anyway,
that's the gayest fucking quote I've ever heard you quoted.
I know. It's just like, like the monolith thing from 2001: Space Odyssey. It's like dun dun. You just want to put your hand on it and go, oh, and you'll get some bloody wisdom out of it or something. I don't know.
I'm starting to think Dan's so far in the closet, he's in Narnia.
Yeah.
Are you trying to come out to us on the podcast here? Yeah. You trying to come out to us on the podcast here?
We shall see.
No, I have to agree. But genuine, like, something about Triple H. I think I can't remember who told me. Like, his body is something that, if you cut off his head, his body would still look menacing. Yeah. And it's one of the kind of guys, like, who always has done this since day one. Theoretically, he's got this very unique structure to him. Yeah. Now, he always looks like he could kick the shit into you 24/7.
Oh, I tell you what, I wonder where I am at in 1997. I'm back in them days watching it. He's at the moment he's going into being called Triple H, but at the moment he's posh twat Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh, you fucking Hunter!
Yeah, and it's hard to compare. It's hard to believe that this guy here is going to turn into this guy here we see in WrestleMania 33. It's just like, how did that happen? He's got long hair. His voice sounds like a bit weaselly. And now he's got a gruff voice. He's got a body that he could be stuck in a museum. And it's just, it's amazing, his transformation over the years.
This match obviously ends in the way I think me and you called it very early doors, that Seth was winning it, if he could even make it into it. Was very, very fucking glad over the bracket that Samoa Joe didn't make his fucking 2 points in the match. I think there was talks that Rollins was going to be shafted. He wasn't going to be what he thought he was going to be running this match. And I think they were looking for a quick end, and the quick end would have been Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I think anyways.
Me and Martin came up with the idea, what if Samoa Joe came in to help Triple H, and then was it Shinsuke Nakamura we thought would come in for Rollins?
Balor.
Finn Balor, that's one, yes. I thought that would be pretty cool, but at the same time, it would have been a bit gimmicky, wouldn't it? So,
it would have been a bit.
So it's nice that the way it did. So.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I want to talk a little bit about the entrance, because the entrance for Triple H is always phenomenal each and every year.
Yeah.
And this year he comes out in this fucking epic trike. Yeah. I mean, it is fucking stunning. He has the gorgeous, good-looking Stephanie McMahon in the back of it, as he does. And I kid you not, genuine, when I seen what was there, I was like, okay, this is awesome. The only thing, and as I said at the time when we were watching as well, why the fuck the Orlando police were fucking lobbing him down the fucking ramp? I'm still a little bit on that one.
I think it could have done without the sirens, but I think from a metaphoric point of view, it represents authority. It's like he's the main authority in the WWE. He's like he is the police type thing. So so I think that's what they were kind of going for. I think it worked, but I don't think the sirens were necessary though.
Yeah, I think they should have gone for the Hells Angels, though. Freaking have that kind of, like, they had the barn-ass bike. Freaking go down that kind of, like, that, as if, like, they are a crew, you know? Freaking it's the authority is a crew.
I don't know, but I think he's not an outlaw, though, is he? He is the one that runs the joint, you know? It's like, don't fuck with me, I am the popo kind of thing. So I can get with it. I quite like what they did. It was I could see what they were doing type thing. So
I get it.
Yeah. So,
well, let's go back into the match a bit, because Seth Rollins' entrance was a bit blah. Freaking, I didn't even like his ring gear.
Nah,
What
was the fuck was he wearing?
What did we say? He looked like a golden phallus. But somebody who's normally got awesome ring gear coming in. I mean, one year he came in, he looked like fucking the White Power Ranger, and he looked awesome. Yeah. I mean, genuinely, he looked fucking jizz-tastic. Yeah. And this year it was fucking blah. I mean,
I don't know. He looked a bit gold.
I don't want to sound like fucking Gogwanyo, like, but fucking, it was a bit fucking blah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like him myself. He's smothered in gold, which is, like you say, is always an indication he's going to win. And I was like, oh, someone's winning tonight.
Freaking, guys, if you don't know that running point in wrestling, if he's wearing gold or new ring gear, he's winning the match.
I thought you were taking the piss out of me at first, because he's a new guy. I'm going to have him over it now. It's like, Dan, if they're wearing gold, they're going to win. It's like, fuck off. It's like, I don't know, these guys are winning. Sometimes they throw you off and they don't win, but
yeah. I mean, it's a rare occasion that occurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. I genuinely love it. It's one of them kind of things that was mentioned ages back to me, and I was like, oh yeah, bullshit. And then literally as it happened, I was like, holy fuck, yeah, it actually is. That's bonkers. It actually fucking works. Anyway, well, Seth wins it. It was a very good match. Ends out, Triple H ends out bumping into Steph. That knocks into the table, smashes.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't have WrestleMania without Steph going through something or being attacked by unintentionally.
There's a lot more to talk about. There's a lot more to talk about that one on Raw.
Oh, okay, we'll save that. So shall we go on to the next match?
Well, obviously Seth wins, guys. Freaking, and he ends it with the pedigree. Was a cool fucking ending to it.
Oh, that was cool. That was. They were both trying to get the pedigree in each other. It was like a bit of flippy flapping of arms for a while. It was like, oh no, me, no me, no me. He got him.
It was really cool.
Yeah,
and we've got our next weather report, do we?
Yeah, weather report. It is still dark, and the lights are shining, and maybe a little touch of wind, but nothing worth mentioning. So, next match. SmackDown Women's Championship match. Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Carmella, Mickie James, and Becky Lynch.
Hated this match. Hated every fucking second of this match. Fucking
Yes.
Fucking, and do you know the annoying part about it? I fucking love Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Yet there's so many fucking wrestlers we hate in SmackDown Live in the women's aspect of it all. Mm-hmm. Mickie James, love her. Yeah. Alexa Bliss, love her. Yeah. Then you've got Carmella. Fucking hate every goddamn second she's in the ring. Yeah.
She's a waste of fucking space, isn't she?
She really is. It's the background, the slug with her, and her wrestling persona in the ring, the way she wrestles, the way she talks. I fucking hate every second of it. I'm so angry when I say it, but I really don't like her in the ring. Like, they push so much shit sometimes down her neck with WWE. You feel like, stop doing it. Like, I mean, genuinely, like, some people just need gradual growth. She's somebody who might need gradual growth, and you're pushing a fucking pile of turd down her neck, and I don't like it. I really don't. And the other person they're fucking doing that to as well, who we call Cantalia.
Yep, Cantalia.
Fucking hashtag Natalya hate movement.
Yeah, fucking can't stand the woman. Both as a wrestler, as a person, can't fucking stand it. Living on the coattails of the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, it is.
Got no fucking she's nothing original about it. It's just all fucking stolen shit in her body. So
yeah. Oh, it really was, didn't it? Freaking, it was. You pulling at the freaking Bret Hart's submission move was pretty not. What's it called now? I keep thinking.
Fucking hell! I should know this.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. The sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, that's it. Because it's an awful. It's only one leg off in the freaking walls of Jericho.
Something like that, yeah.
Theoretically, yeah. But she pulls the sharpshooter. She just does everything like a fucking uncle's or dad herself. Oh, it doesn't mean nothing.
Dad's brother-in. I don't know what the fuck. It's basically Brett's first tag team partner before he became huge. Forgot his name, Axe or something like that. Him, and it's his daughter. Not a she's a distant relative or something like that. I think I might be wrong, but yeah, that's what she is.
No, I agree. To me, like, she is fucking blah. She's just a blah fucking woman inside and out of the ring.
Yeah.
Even on fucking Total Divas, she's fucking. Oh, she's an a-hole on Total Divas as well. My mistake in the fact that I watched that bracket, freaking, because my partner loves watching it.
Oh, I don't watch it.
It fucking just frustrates me. Like, I mean, genuinely, like, even her own fucking husband gets fucking frustrated by her. And it doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
I'd get fucking pissed if I was on that 24/7 too. I'd get hammered every night.
That's the thing. She's taken on this the Heart Foundation persona type thingy. If she was an actual decent person and she brought something of her own to it, I wouldn't mind at all. Because look at Charlotte; she's basically following in her father's footsteps, but she does it fucking beautifully. She does this whole spoiled brat type persona. And she's fucking awesome at it, She's amazing. She's just a pleasure to watch. Even though you're supposed to hate her, I can't help but love her.
Sadly, the Usos don't do a bad job either. As much as I don't like the new Uso look, I love their gimmick.
Yeah.
I love the look, hate the gimmick.
Yeah,
but the Usos, in a complete nutshell, like, you really think about it, like, they come off a very Samoan heritage, and they do it well. I mean, they do it fucking phenomenal well. I mean, they win championships, they do what they need to do. I don't have to like them 24/7, but I like them here or there. I mean, as I said, I love the look, hate the gimmick. I mean, to me, it's just too rapper-esque.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have gone down that route.
It's a bit Nation of Domination, a bit, where they put all the bloody... it's just like anyone who's not doing too well, just stick him into one Nation of Domination type thing and hope for the best.
I love him. I love Emil. I love Emil. I just, as I said, I think there's a better look or gimmick for it. But hey, beggar's choice. Freaking, it's the way it is. Yeah. But still, they do it better than what fucking like Natalia does it. And I know, obviously, it's starting to sound like a fucking bitch and moan about it. We just can't stand how they push something so shite down our neck still. Yeah. What is in this now? We got... we
got Becky Lynch in there as well.
Becky Lynch.
Our favourite Irish lass kicker.
Again, another awesome wrestler. Doesn't need to be pushed down neck. She just knows you're going to give her a fucking 8 or 10 match, like, on her own.
And she's a lovely woman too. So I've heard.
She is,
in podcasts and stuff. She's she's nice.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love that podcast.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
That was, yeah. Stone Cold Pie. When he had Kevin Owens on there, it was a beautiful. Did you listen to that one?
I haven't watched it. I haven't listened to it. Sorry.
Oh, it was so funny. Because Kevin Owens stole his Stone Cold Stunner, and Steve Austin rips the shit into him. It's like, now I see as all that you may have taken a certain move of mine. It's like, now let me teach you how to do the Stone Cold Stunner. He basically takes the piss out of him and just rips the shit into him. All in good humour, but it was very funny.
Like it.
Yeah.
Well... Who else was in it? There's somebody else in this match, isn't it? Who else was in this match?
Natalia, Carmella, Mickie James, Becky Lynch, and Naomi.
Oh, Naomi, that's the one. Feel the fucking thumbstick.
Fucking semen in a bloody UV light stick.
I know people enjoy Carmella, and mine, that fucking roughage on the mic there, it was my head slamming straight into it. I genuinely like...
Paul, she's not that bad.
Dude, again, another one to me, like, she's okay wrestler, but, the gimmick that she had was with an old fucking dancer, to be honest. And I just feel like sometimes, again, pushing somebody down, you just feel like maybe the heritage has come from who she's wed to, and that's obviously the Usos. Yeah. I don't even know if she knows which one she's married to be honest. I think they just swap and choose. Yeah. Freaking.
I don't know her all that well. I assume she's paid her dues and been around for a while now, and.
Yeah,
so sorry, I need to do that. That's been floating around my gullet for a while, but yeah, it's kind of like I'll tolerate her kind of thing, but I don't really like her that much. I don't hate her. It's nothing against it. It's just I don't really enjoy her gimmick that much.
Yeah, I agree. Friggin', I'm a bit mad on it. Yeah. I am. Anyways, I can't be asked to talk about this match any much more longer because naturally it fucking ends up being Feel the Glow. Fucking Naomi wins it. Yeah. And to be honest, it was a blah match. It really was. Yeah. I mean, genuinely, like it could have been such an awesome gauntlet match and ended up putting them all in one match. And I was like,
I thought it was going to be a gauntlet match. What happened there then?
Yeah. To be honest, to me, they set it up as a gauntlet match and then put everybody fucking in the same ring. And I think theoretically, I think they've noticed they got over time, and they still had got over time by about a fucking hour, I think. Yeah. So, it was. Are you sure this was the? I felt like this was the match running into Roman Undertaker.
Nope.
Really?
No.
So the next match then is fucking Goldberg.
Nope.
Lesnar.
Next match is Randy Orton against Bray Wyatt.
Really?
Yep. And after that is Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, then Roman Reigns, Undertaker.
That order's wrong.
Is it?
Yeah. The SmackDown one was literally before the Roman Reigns, Undertaker one.
Is it?
I'm pretty fucking sure of it. I am bloody positive it was.
Oh, sorry, listeners, we got it in the wrong order. I'm on the bloody WWE website, so take it out on them.
No, I'm only quotating it. Just get somebody actually mentioned it. I'm fucking positive of it, Dan. Oh. I'm genuinely positive. I mind me butting in on that one, but still, it doesn't matter so fucking much. Yeah. But the same time as well is that we'll go into better matches now, knowing what's next. Yeah. But what match you just mentioned it was now? It was
next is the WWE Championship match, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt.
This is a bit fucking
it was a bit gimmicky when it is. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It seemed I'm not too sure what they were trying to pull off, but it seemed like they were relying on the whole the bloody maggots going all over the bloody ring as a kind of psych out type thing. It didn't really work that well. It was gross having bugs all over the thing. But it was like, and then the match finished, and that was it. I was like, all right, okay.
I felt sorry for a little bit whoever's in the front because I'm not going to lie to you, genuinely, whoever's in the front must have thought they were on an epileptic fit. So I would literally felt like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah. That's the ones in the front are not going to be able to see the stage, are they? At the stage, the ring. Exactly. So and everyone's going, ooh. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't know. It's like he's just lying there. What's going on?
Yeah, it was a bit, and like it just ended really randomly, didn't it? Like it just felt like, well, wait a minute, how freaking Randy Orton's won? Okay.
It was no like kickouts or any build up to the end. It was just like 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. There we are then.
Yeah, I mean, it was a proper only 4 out of 10 match, like, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was nothing phenomenal about it, like.
No. Well, Randy Orton won. That's been it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to say about that.
Go on to the next match, dude.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, go on to the next match. I genuinely, I think there's better matches that we could talk about running into it.
Yep, definitely. Right. Well, the weather report. There was a few bugs in the horizon. There's a few maggots and. Little bugs and shit like that in the ring. But apart from that, apart from the one of the 12 plagues appearing at WrestleMania 33, everyone is fine. Right, next match. WWE... no, it's not. It's the Universal Championship match. It's Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg.
I enjoyed this.
Yes, it's
I enjoyed the fuck out of this.
Short and sweet and fucking beautiful. Loved it.
Oh yes. It wasn't too much. It wasn't. It was just enough to let you know, right? Okay, Goldberg is taking a huge bump this time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a short match, but there was more power in this match than a lot. It was just slamming each other. It was like
the only way I could describe it, Dan, is if you had two JCBs that were alive fight each other.
Yeah,
I mean, they were like. Yeah. It was always like watching two Transformers basically punch a shit into each other. Yeah. It was genuinely, they were just like battle bots in there. It was amazing. I mean, because we're so used to like Brock really taking the dick from fucking Goldberg each and every fucking time. Yeah. And this time, we kind of we seen Lesnar come in, he gives his 2 pence, and next thing, fucking Goldberg comes from nowhere, spear, jackhammer. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck? And next thing,
I think it was great because at one point you see a close up of Brock Lesnar after he's He's dropped Goldberg. Zooms up to Lesnar's face, and he's like looking quite chuffed and stuff. All of a sudden, he just drops, and Goldberg's fucking slammed him with a spear and all that. It's great.
Fuck yeah, totally. Remember when we went to the barricade?
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell! That's the thing. You've seen people go into the barricade before, but you've never seen the barricade shatter. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was like
And
intense.
it's not. It's always like one piece in it. This was fucking about 7 pieces of the barricade around it, just fucking imploded.
It's bloody contorted. There was chunks coming out of it. Like, Jesus Christ! It was amazing.
Oh yeah, this was incredible. I got to say, it was about fucking not even about 10 minutes long, probably, but
4 or 5 minutes or something
to
like
me,
that.
yeah, great match. Great match, straight down the line. I mean, exactly what we wanted from it either. You know, we didn't want any horseshit. We had it exactly how we needed it, and job's a good one. I mean, genuinely, to me, you can go on to the next match. There wasn't much to talk about, but how much...
It was like you said, it was like Transformers, except Michael Bay wasn't directing it, and you can actually see what was going on. So, weather report, apart from a minor earthquake from the two giants in the middle, the two titans in the middle of the ring, it's still dark, and the weather is still holding up. So now we go on to our main event, apparently. Actually, it did turn out to be a main event, which is Roman Reigns versus versus The Undertaker.
I got so much to fucking talk about Raw after this.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking wow. Yeah. There is so fucking much about fucking Roman and Undertaker.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But anyways, we'll talk about the pay-per-view first, the end and how this match occurred, because to me, I understand the logic of this match.
Yes.
To me, I understand how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gutted that it's the last time we're ever going to see Undertaker.
Yeah, it was a bit of a really. Roman Reigns is going to put him into retirement. Really? At the same time,
it makes sense on Raw. Trust me, I'll explain that in a second.
Fair enough. I gotta say, the match was okay. You know, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't phenomenal.
I thought the Undertaker was going to die at some point because he looked fucking red and puce in the face. No, he was like, oh, hang on now, hold on now, Undertaker. But it was okay.
You could tell age was a factor massively in this match.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell the difference between a pro athlete and a guy who's been in that ring probably more times than some people have had hot dinners.
Yeah. I mean, at one point he was hanging onto the ropes of the ring, Undertaker, and I thought his eyes were going to bulge out of his head. I think, Jesus Christ, he's not looking too good. I thought, perhaps he's selling like fuck and he's doing a good job of it, or he's just not fucking feeling very well.
You know, the part I loved about it, and I kind of loved about it, is that, you know, when Roman Reigns finishes off with the spear, and it was saddening to see this part, but you could see the way Undertaker's head, you know, like an old man gets confused of like if a whippersnapper is literally running around his legs, you could see the way Roman went from one ring to the next ring to back to that ring and then came back and then speared him. You could see the way Undertaker's face was like, oh, fuck you! Look at that. You just seen like that.
Shit.
Yeah. Like you fucking whippersnapper. And it just felt like you could tell, like, you know, that old age was a massive factor, and you're like, oh, do you know what? This is it's disheartening. But to be honest, if we roll back a little bit before this match started, the massive sign was there. And I didn't realize this until the start of WrestleMania. What my mate Martin stated was he always said that JR would call his last match. And we knew JR was going to come out, but we didn't know for what match, Goldberg or Lesnar or Undertaker, Roman. And I kid you not, when he came out for the Undertaker match, we're like, oh my God, this is Undertaker's last match. And we were like, no, it can't be, surely. And then what occurred. Undertaker loses. And I'm like, holy shit, man, we're fucking seeing, firstly, JR back. Secondly, watching Undertaker literally give his last hurrah. I mean, genuinely, it was heartbreaking seeing Ric Flair do it back in the day. But I think I had to quotate the tweet that I seen this afternoon was, I literally watched my childhood slap me back in my face with the Hardys and then take it away with the Undertaker. And I was like, Yeah, no, I have to agree. Like, it was, do you know what, Pi? I was gutted to see it. And do you know what? You're going to find this nice little props here, right? Yeah. You know, they still kept this hat. Because what occurred when it finished, he'd got up, he'd done the Undertaker rise. He put on his jacket, put on the hood. And, you know, I thought, okay, that's nice. You know, he's going to end how he walked in. Yeah. And he goes back in the ring and literally places his hat. He takes off the gloves, takes off his jacket, folds it, hat, and puts it in the middle of the ring. Yeah. It was still there half an hour later after WrestleMania finished.
Oh, really?
I've seen the picture. He brought a team of 20 to us. I was like, oh man, freaking! That's a beautiful sentiment of WWE. Firstly, gives him so much respect. At the same time as well is that. Oh, do you know what? By freaking when he left, and you can see. Undertaker never breaks gimmick, boy. He never breaks gimmick. That son of a bitch fucking never breaks a goddamn gimmick.
Oh, you can see it in his face. And he looked different. He looked kind of free. You know, he went to kiss his wife, and it's like, wow. Yeah. And then he's got a little bit of a smile on his face. He looks kind of, la la la. I'm human now. I'm a normal guy. You know, and he goes up halfway up the ramp to where you got raised in. And he puts his fist up in the air, the fireworks and the stuff go off.
Such a beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, wow. It was like a perfect end to a career, that was. Apart from it being against Roman Reigns, but, you know, it was a perfect end to go out on, I think.
Well, I don't think we could say any much more. You can hear it in our words how much we feel, and we can only quote it as hashtag thank you, Taker. Do you know what I mean? The guy's been a sentiment in the world of wrestling since the day he walked into the door. The guy has been something, and I can only state he has been a joy to watch, a joy to literally make the WrestleManias what they have been, and he will never ever be more phenomenal and a phenom than his last match. It doesn't matter how much he lost it. He still gave one hell of a fight for the fucking age that guy is. It was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Yeah. I mean, genuine. I'm nearly fucking getting glassy just thinking of it now. Yeah. Fucking, I'm gutted to state the fact I won't see that guy next year, like, on a pay-per-view. It's hard, man. It's hard to not know, like, Undertaker's now officially gone. Like, we thought he'd go after Lesnar. Yeah. And he came back. We definitely know now it's been confirmed he has retired. Yeah. And but it's hard, man. It's hard to say them words, man. Undertaker's finally retired, man. Yeah. He's the soil that creates the fucking plant of WrestleMania, like. Yeah,
he's like the foundation, the ground they built upon type thing. It's kind of like, but yeah.
But anywho's, we don't want to mumble much anymore. I've got a few things to talk about Raw. Yeah. But guys, as a whole, WrestleMania this year was phenomenal. I know obviously I said a couple of matches were blah, but they were. But at the same time as well is that the matches that made them that next level tier match, AJ Styles, the Hardys, stuff like that, really made WrestleMania fucking incredible this year. Yeah. And I mean, we have to give everybody who done WrestleMania this year, backstage, on stage, doesn't matter where you were, they knocked it so far out of the park. It's a high bar to be going past next year. And it was incredible. Yes. It literally was incredible. That stage was beautiful. Yeah. Everything too that ran from it. It's just great. Anyway,
I shall give the final weather report of WrestleMania 33. There's a lot of fireworks, multicolored fireworks in the sky. It's still dark, by the way. It's still very dark. The wind seems to have dissipated now. Lots of flashy lights. A lot of smoke is rising from the stadium as the Undertaker lowers under the ramp for the final time and leaves wrestling behind.
Such a sad moment to say. But anyways, freaking bring it up on a lighter note. I can tell you the shit that happened on Raw.
Oh, do tell. I don't know what happened.
Dano's working, so naturally I'm going to enlighten him a little bit on this one as well. So when anybody's listening to this and hasn't watched Raw, I don't give a shit. You're going to get enlightened. Well, this will happen on Raw. So as I stated, in more segments that we mentioned in WrestleMania, there was stuff that inevitably went on to Raw, and we expected it to. Yes. So we start off with Raw, and never guess whose music. Well, firstly, we have the crowd chanting, "Thank you, Taker," for nearly 5 to 10 minutes straight. Wow. It was fucking incredible, pal, right? All you hear is the full entire. I think it was in the place as we mentioned, but it was in the NXT Takeover place.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And when he was there, the crowd are phenomenal. It went for about 10 minutes straight, and whose music is fucking Roman Reigns music.
Okay.
And I'm like, I kid you not, right? I've never heard that crowd be so fucking chant-worthy of how they were literally going, arsehole, arsehole.
Wow.
And at one stage the chant was, fuck you, Roman. Fuck you, Roman.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Roman. I mean, that went on for ages. Roman Reigns took it, right? Every time he put the mic up to his mouth, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Soon as he let that go for nearly 15 minutes straight, he puts the mic up to his mouth and goes, it's my yard now, and walks out. I kid you not, I thought the crowd were going to fucking mob him. Like the crowd were incredible. You should have heard them. They were literally like, fuck you, asshole, asshole. Oh, I don't know, but it was incredible the crowd were against him. I mean, genuinely, it's the first time the crowd have ever felt like I do after fucking most Royal Rumbles. Yeah. After him winning it. It was amazing. Oh, wow. But as I say, we segment straight off that. I'm only going to do some of the parts that literally mean more stuff to it. The Hardys have a match last night against the club. They win that, and that was pretty cool. We then have Vince McMahon come out. And he quotates, there's going to be a draft next week. He says, well, I've had a chatter thing and they're going to shit about. So I was like, oh my God, they're doing a draft. And he just goes, because Steph got injured in the match, she's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So since Foley isn't here, we've got ourselves a new general manager. And lo and behold, whose music hits was Teddy Long's. And literally Vince McMahon's like, Teddy, fuck's sakes, Teddy, shut the fuck up, get in the back, freaking, like, it's not you. And next thing he's like, and our new general manager is, and the music doesn't hit, and he just goes, and our new general manager is, music doesn't hit, and he goes, I hope to God I ain't doing something wrong here. And our new general manager is Kurt Angle. Music hits, crowd got fucking ballistic. Honest to God, right? Cool. Kurt Angle becoming general manager Raw. I nearly popped a nut. I mean, it was fucking incredible. I mean, I think I blew a couple of loads in 2 days. I think I changed a couple of pants. It was amazing. I mean, to know, like, Kurt Angle's back. Secondly, to have him now as what? Oh, my God. Like, to have him as general manager Raw, just to see him 24/7 is awesome. So that was that. In between these segments as well, we do have Endzone Cast state the fact that they want to be back in the picture again. So what they do is that they place they have a match against Cesaro. I'm not sure how that match went. I can't remember. But they do have a match near the end. Jericho gets his ass kicked into him by Samoa Joe and
Jericho's still there, is he?
Jericho's still there. He was meant to have a match with Seth Rollins and him versus Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. So lo and behold, Jericho gets his ass handed to him and ends up being Finn Balor coming back to replace him. So Finn Balor and Seth Rollins finished off the match against Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. That was fucking incredible. Balor was amazing. And the other one was Lesnar. Lesnar basically comes out. Obviously, he's the Universal Champ now. Lesnar comes straight out and basically was like, Paul Heyman the way he is. He just goes, the 2 in 22. The only two guys, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. He goes, well, there's only one dog that runs the yard. And if you want to call Roman Reigns that, you can call Brock Lesnar pest control. Because naturally, he is the man who runs the fucking show. So he goes, and as the crowd were literally like, Balor, because at that time Finn Balor hadn't come out. And literally the crowd was going nuts, but at the same time he goes, in a matter of words, he was calling out Roman. And Roman still didn't come out, mad, but Braun Strowman did. And I thought, does that mean literally they're going to do a match with Roman versus Brock wins? I like the fact that Brock did win. It just shows a little more dominance of that. He is the beast, the beast incarnate. And at the same time as well as that means we are possibly going to see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar at one point.
That would be cool.
I would take that 9 ways of Sundays.
Oh, yes.
All day long, every day of the fucking week.
Yep.
I mean, that is a fucking match and a half.
Yeah.
And didn't I liked the bracket when they mentioned Brock Lesnar coming in. Brock Lesnar turned to Paul Heyman and went, "Look, I got like he had like the spots in his hand, fucking like chill up his spine, like."
Yeah.
And the crowd were phenomenal. The crowd all night were fucking great. I mean,
cool.
at one point, I think it was a Neville match, and they had somebody new in it who done not bad, but Neville was getting pissed off because the crowd were literally going, "Where's the beach ball?" Just fucking punching the beach ball on the joint.
That's good, that is.
And all in all, I'm sorry, I forgot one. New Day come out and go, as much as we love hosting shit, we are athletes. We love to be in the ring. We want to be back in the contendership of the tag team champs. So we're putting an open invite to somebody in the back, and lo and behold, the Revival come out.
Ah, cool. From NXT.
From NXT. And they are now on the main roster. So
nice.
They made their 2-pence star. Now, as I said, we were expecting Shinsuke, but as soon as I heard the draft, expect Shinsuke next.
Oh yeah, they're going to drag
week.
some NXT folk from in the draft now. I think that's cool. That so do they get to pick from? Say SmackDown gets to pick from Raw from SmackDown.
SmackDown and Raw basically get to pick from NXT and SmackDown.
Oh, that's
cool. Raw gets to pick from SmackDown and NXT. Yeah. SmackDown gets to pick from NXT and Raw. Okay. So they'll work out assistance between them. So basically, what they used to do back in the day was have like this kind of roulette that whoever won the match. So like if SmackDown won the match, they would have a favor. I think what they're going to end up doing is literally any dead wood, see if they can change it or change the environment around them, like, So like I think Eva Marie's going, obviously. I think they must probably I think Cena might be coming back to Raw, Mayad.
Okay.
I think they might give up Cena. Don't ask me why. I just had that weird feeling that they are. But
I quite like the idea because it shuffles the deck a bit. It gives new situations to act out and stuff. It's like at the moment they've been fighting for a year now or whatever. This bunch within Raw, within SmackDown. Now, if you shuffle it up a bit, you get new matches, new plots, new stories, whatever. Yeah. I think it's a pretty cool idea. I like that. So
to me, expect 2 of them going to SmackDown, and to me, one of them is going to be Seth. The other one is going to be Sami Zayn.
Fair enough.
And I think the 2 might go back into Raw. Randy Orton, possibly. Bray Wyatt, maybe. Luke Harper.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of guys there I would state, AJ Styles. Yeah. There's a couple of guys I think on SmackDown could end up making quite a thing, but who SmackDown then can still get because they should have a free slot now when Eva Marie is not going to be there anymore.
Yay.
Asuka.
Oh yeah, Asuka.
Freaking, expect Shinsuke on Raw, expect Asuka on SmackDown.
That'd be cool. Oh, I love Asuka.
So, I think if that doesn't occur, I'd be quite pissed. Yeah, but no, dude, everything that people expected for Raw the next night, they had it in spades, nearly identical. I mean, drafts, everything that you wanted. I didn't expect a draft. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the draft they had everything in that bracket.
Yeah.
Bob on. I mean, it was on the fucking nail.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, Mike, fucking Raw as well. Fucking The Miz.
Oh, yeah.
I think The Miz definitely might go to Raw.
Yeah.
But he'll go with Maurice. So cool. that might be accounted for as 2. I'm not sure, but that'd be pretty cool. I think he'll do more better on SmackDown, on Raw than he would do SmackDown, and have Sami Zayn come over and imagine some of them matches with Sami Zayn.
That'd be cool.
That'd be incredible on SmackDown. There'd be a lot of matches like AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Freaking Randy Orton, Sami Zayn. Them matches just scream fucking 8 or 10 matches,
Yeah.
Now,
cool.
guys, I'm not going to go any longer. We have literally gone about an hour and a half into this podcast.
Yep.
We wanted to do that anyways. It's going to be a long podcast.
It's a WrestleMania special. We wanted to give you a little bit of a longer one, and we have. We flopped it out.
Yeah, okay. You're giving you the fucking WrestleMania dong.
Yes.
So, guys, it's been a pleasure, and my name is Big Paul. And this is done.
Did you have to think
And you
about
can't. I had to think about your name, man. I was like, what the fuck? My name is Big Paul, and this is done.
that? Hang on, should I be the certified G? You be Big Paul then.
Yeah. And you can't teach that. Bada boom, bada bing, with the realest podcasts in the ring.
Yeah.
How you doing?
It sounded better earlier, didn't it?
And guys,
Yeah.
if you want to get a hold of us on our Twitter channel, it's at the DPCast. We literally tweet about wrestling each and every week on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because that's Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So if you want to get hold of us now, that is at the DPCast, capital D, capital P, capital C. And you can download our podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Android platforms. And that means you can leave us 5-star rates and download the shit out of our shit. And we will love you forevermore. And if you want to give us any questions, as we mention each and every week, make sure you do, so we can place them into future podcasts. Now that
Don't
does
be
mean
shy.
now.
Do not be shy.
Okay.
Hashtag do not be shy. Send us
So
a
that does
message.
So that means there is only one word to describe
you.
this show. And I'm only going
Hang
to
on now,
spell
Paul. Let's get it right.
for you.
Let's get it right.
Come on, I'm the guts. I meant to be fucking saying this shit.
We're going to get there. We'll get there.
There's only one word to describe this show, and I'm going to spell it out for you. C-U-N-T. Go on, Dan. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Fuck's sake.
I love it.